Taken about an hour before bed, it begins to calm the HPA axis, the communication line between the brain and the adrenals. This is the command center of stress. When it finds harmony, the body follows. The powder form is vital because it contains the full spectrum of the root's compounds, each one working in concert rather than isolation. To prepare, mix 1 level tablespoon into 8 ounces of warm milk, whether dairy or plant-based. The warmth opens the body's pathways, and the natural fat helps the herb absorb more fully. Some find the taste earthy or bitter, an echo of the soil it comes from. A pinch of cinnamon or nutmeg can soften the flavor while adding its own quiet calm. Think of it as a ritual rather than a task, a nightly act of grounding before surrendering to sleep. Ashwagandha's effects are cumulative. Each night adds a small thread of calm, weaving together into a fabric of resilience. After several weeks, many feel their sleep deepen and their mornings lighten. For older adults, its benefits extend further. It gently supports thyroid health, another guardian of hormonal balance. In this way, 1 simple tablespoon touches many layers of the body's wisdom, reminding it that true strength lies not in tension, but in steady, effortless calm. The 5th remedy is simple, familiar, and quietly powerful. Raw honey gathered from the land around you. It is more than sweetness, it is balance. Inside every golden drop lies a perfect harmony between fructose and glucose, forming a gentle source of fuel that sustains the body through the night. When the liver's energy stores run low, the brain begins to fear shortage. It sends signals that awaken the body, flooding it with cortisol and adrenaline in a frantic attempt to create new sugar from muscle tissue. A single tablespoon of raw, unprocessed honey before bed prevents this midnight panic. It steadies the flow of glucose so the body can remain calm, the mind untroubled. Researchers in Scotland found that taking honey before sleep can reduce stress hormones by up to 50% while increasing the release of melatonin, the body's natural messenger of rest. This happens through a chain of chemistry that begins with tryptophan, an amino acid that transforms into serotonin and then into melatonin. The result is a soft cascade toward peace, created not by medication, but by nature's own design. But only raw honey holds this wisdom intact. The processed versions, clear and lifeless in plastic bottles, have lost their living enzymes, the very elements that calm the nervous system and guide cortisol back to stillness. True honey, thick, fragrant, unfiltered, contains over 200 active compounds, including quercetin and pinosumbrin, both capable of crossing the blood-brain barrier to quiet the neurons that trigger the stress response. Local honey adds another dimension of harmony. The pollen gathered from nearby flowers gently teaches your immune system tolerance, reducing inflammatory reactions that can also spark cortisol release. It is as if the land itself lends you its balance, reminding your body that it belongs to something steady and enduring. Take 1 level tablespoon directly from the spoon about 20 minutes before sleep. Let it rest on the tongue and melt slowly. Do not stir it into tea or water. The dilution changes how it moves through the body. At this precise amount, honey does not spike blood sugar. Instead, it stabilizes it, releasing energy in rhythm with your sleep cycle. A little insulin is released, just enough to help tryptophan reach the brain and begin the process of transformation into serotonin and melatonin. Within nights, the pattern of rest often begins to repair itself. Even those with disrupted cortisol rhythms have found balance returning in as little as 2 weeks. Raw honey also carries traces of magnesium, potassium, and B vitamins, supporting the parasympathetic system, the network that tells the body it is safe to relax, but restraint matters. More than 1 tablespoon reverses the effect and may wake you. Healing lies in precision, not abundance. 1 spoon of raw honey, taken with presence, can become a nightly ritual of peace, turning sweetness into stillness and stillness into sleep. The final remedy is as simple as it is profound: glycine powder. Though it is only an amino acid, one the body naturally uses to build collagen, it holds a quiet power few recognize. In Japan, researchers studying chronic insomnia discovered that glycine could transform sleep itself. Just 1 tablespoon, about 3 grams, taken before bed helps the body remember how to rest deeply. It lowers the core temperature by acting on NMDA receptors in the brain, sending a signal that night has come, that vigilance can end. As the body cools, cortisol levels drop across the entire night, not only at the moment of sleep. Science observed measurable results. Those who took glycine fell asleep nearly 40% faster, woke half as often, and maintained calm hormone levels until morning. This is not chemical sedation, it is natural regulation. Deep sleep requires the body to cool by about 2 degrees, but when cortisol is high, the brain stays warm as though the night were filled with unseen threats. Glycine restores the body's natural rhythm by widening the blood vessels near the skin, releasing trapped heat and allowing stillness to return. At the same time, glycine serves as one of the body's key inhibitory neurotransmitters, working through the spinal cord and brainstem. Its task is simple: to quiet the system, to tell every nerve that the day's work is done. As this messenger travels, it dampens the signals that create tension and worry. The effect is subtle at first, a soft cooling in the chest, a gentleness behind the eyes, but soon it becomes a wave of calm that sweeps through the entire body. The powder form is essential. Tablets often dissolve too slowly, missing the precise window when the body is ready to drop into rest. Mix 1 level tablespoon of glycine into 4 ounces of water shortly before bed. The taste is faintly sweet, almost like water tinged with sugar. It carries no heaviness, no aftertaste, only simplicity. Within half an hour, the body begins to surrender its hold, the mind follows soon after. Unlike sleeping pills, glycine does not force unconsciousness. It improves the very architecture of rest, lengthening the phase of deep sleep by nearly a quarter and reducing fatigue even when total hours are shorter. Many awaken feeling lighter, clearer, as though their rest had been concentrated rather than extended. Studies also reveal that glycine boosts cognitive performance the next morning, sharpening memory and focus more effectively than longer, restless sleep. It is not merely rest, it is restoration. Beyond sleep itself, glycine nourishes repair. The body uses it to create glutathione, the master antioxidant that heals cellular damage left by chronic stress and high cortisol. Each night of sleep with glycine becomes a night of healing, of quiet reconstruction. Over time, the nervous system learns a new pattern, not one of survival, but of safety. There is elegance in its simplicity. No complex ritual, no taste to endure. Just 1 spoon of sweetness in water, taken with awareness. Within that small act lies the invitation to let go, to cool the fires of the mind, and to remember that deep rest is not something to chase, but something to allow. When the body feels safe, it does not need to be convinced to sleep. It simply does, and glycine, humble and unassuming, helps it remember how. None of these remedies are exotic or distant. They do not come from hidden valleys or secret traditions. Each is part of the natural world your body already knows, a language it once spoke fluently before modern life filled every silence with noise. Glycine, magnesium, honey, cherries, ashwagandha, vinegar, each one meets the body where it already is and reminds it of balance, of stillness, of the rhythm that was never truly lost. They are not magic pills. They are invitations, small, simple acts that realign you with the wisdom of your own biology. A tablespoon at a time, they quiet the storm of cortisol that keeps the mind restless and the body weary. Whether you begin with the gentle sweetness of honey, the earthy calm of ashwagandha, or the cooling clarity of glycine, each practice leads to the same place. A night where rest arrives naturally, without force. You may find that these remedies work even better together. A spoon of glycine followed by honey or magnesium paired with tart cherry juice, combinations that form a ritual both scientific and sacred. What matters most is not perfection, but presence. To take these remedies with awareness is to begin retraining your nervous system to trust the night again. Your body was designed to rest. Its systems, circulation, hormones, breath once flowed in harmony with the rising and setting of the sun. Yet screens, artificial light, and unending worry have turned that rhythm upside down. We are not broken, only disconnected. These natural elements help bridge that gap, reminding every cell that peace is possible, that stillness is safe. Think of each tablespoon not as a supplement, but as a gesture of remembrance. It is the body's way of saying, I am ready to return. With patience, consistency, and a little faith, sleep begins to feel less like an effort and more like coming home. The pulse slows, the breath deepens, and the night, once a place of struggle, becomes a sanctuary once more. This is not about chasing sleep, but allowing it. It is about stepping away from the idea that you must fight for rest and instead learning to receive it. Modern life may have fractured the natural rhythm of cortisol, but nature has quietly left the tools to mend it within reach. These 6 simple remedies are more than solutions. They are reminders of your body's quiet intelligence. Each night offers another chance to listen, to restore, to return to harmony. Sweet dreams are not lost. They are waiting just beyond a single mindful tablespoon for you to remember what peace feels like.